This is uh this is from one of my patrons, man. Question everything. It was just supposed to be a YouTube video, but I forgot the homie question last month. So I said, as a show of good faith to the homie, I'll just do a live stream for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's on me. I'm the one who forgot his question last month. His question is, he wanted some examples of how to say whatever you need to say in order to make a woman feel however you need her to feel at any particular time. Now, you know, this is something I talk about all the time. See, let me give you a quick breakdown here. Gareth MCR, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Boy, assassin. Let me tell you something, man. Dealing with women is simple. It's real simple. These boys make it complicated by trying to add all these different levels to it. Like women are a mystery. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's something so difficult to understand about them, man. I don't even understand where you get this from. They're simple, man. I deal with women based on pimp principles. It's been around before any of this crazy shit these boys be talking about. And boy, do they be talking about some crazy stuff. I don't pay them no attention. Women are not difficult, man. Jay Kemp, I appreciate the $2 super chat, man. Let me tell you right now, man. You have to understand that hurting her feelings is no concern of yours. That's how I'm able to be so straightforward and speak so bluntly and keep it 100 with women, because I am not the type of man that's going to tear a woman down. So anything I say is not going to have any ill intent. It's just going to be the truth. And I don't sugarcoat the truth. I don't want nobody to sugarcoat it for me, so I don't sugarcoat it for nobody. The truth is the truth, and the truth will make you free. You understand? I'm going to keep it straight up, because the bottom line is I don't want to receive nothing under false pretenses. So if a woman is going to give me the loving, I want the loving because I'm this hard-headed, fucking obnoxious asshole that I am. I want her to wrap her mind around the concept that she is falling for an asshole. She got to deal with that truth, because I ain't going to sugarcoat it. You understand what I'm saying? Golden Child, I appreciate the $2 super chat, homie. So I'm going to tell you like this, man. Another thing is this. You have to understand that listening to a woman is imperative. You ain't got no business talking all the time when you're dealing with a woman. As a matter of fact, your talk should be based on simply trying to lead the conversation in the way you want to go with it. You know, we always talk about leading your woman. Well, you got to lead her in everything. You got to lead the woman before you in a relationship with her. You lead the basic conversations that y'all have. You lead everything. Cats be talking about, well, when I go out, I order my woman's food. Yeah, you order your woman's food, but you can't lead her in the conversation and have her talking about what the hell you want her to talk about. You got two kind of outlooks. You got the outlook that a man has instinctively. You know, we just talked about that yesterday, man. Instinct is one of those things we talked about yesterday. And you have the outlook that society forces upon you, which never works out well for any nigga. You understand? So let's get into this thing, man. Now, the first thing I want to let you know, man, is all of these things, and we ain't going to be in here too long, man, but all of these things enhance the relationship that you have with women. They enhance your control of the situation. They enhance your dominance of the situation. Like the homie King Ray Ray said on his upload today, they enhance your ability to conquer your woman. See, your goal is not to comfort your woman. Your goal is to conquer your woman. A conquered woman is always comforted. A comforted woman is not always conquered. I'm telling you, if you conquer your woman like a conqueror, she will be comforted. She will find comfort in the fact that she has been conquered. Trust me, It puts her in her regular feminine energy. And a woman is never happier than when she's in her normal, instinctive feminine energy. The same way, none of us are as happy as we are or as joyous as we are when we are in our instinctive masculine energy. That life is simple. This shit is simple. If I'm as masculine as I'm supposed to be, she's gonna be feminine. I ain't gotta do all that extra shit. See what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. You got a lot of cats out here, man, that their energy is not based on masculinity. It's not based in masculinity. It's based in femininity that they have to try to change into masculinity. That's a result of being raised by a single mother, of being raised with feminine energy around you your entire life. Before you can become a man, you got to unbecome a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it. You got that feminine energy around you, man. You've been raised by women your whole life, man. You got to unbecome a female before you can become masculine. I started off masculine. Many men started off masculine. But if you didn't, your ass is way behind. You're way behind. So I'm gonna give you a quick example here, man, of just a couple, and all these examples come from my life. You can't make this shit up. All these examples come from my life. So the first thing you want to do, man, if you decide that a woman has what it takes to be on your team, you don't have to do it, but eventually you're gonna have to do it because it's just gonna be one of the things she wants to know. And I'm telling you, this is how you maintain your edge on the conquering and control of a woman. You got to stay in front of her thoughts. You got to stay in front of her mind, which is not hard to do. Her mind don't move that fast because her mind moves from side to side more than it moves forward. You understand what I'm saying? Her mind is all over the place. So whereas our mind locks on to a target and goes directly toward that target, her mind locks onto a target, but she's looking at targets on the sides, behind her, all around. Like her head is on a swivel, constantly looking around at different targets. So it's not hard to stay in front of her thoughts. But all women want to feel special. Now, men have a lot of old crazy ass fugazi ways to make a woman feel special. They be buying bras, promise rings, and giving them keys to their crib, and going down on them, and having unprotected sex with them, and all kind of risky shit to make a woman feel special. When I'm telling you like this, all it takes is words, man. You got to say I love you or some shit like that. All I do is do something with her that I normally do with my homies, that I normally do with the guys I call friends. It could be anything. It could be shooting pool. It could be fishing. It could be fucking going. It could be anything. You name it. It could be anything. But as long as you only do it with the people you tight with, you understand? If you only do it with those people, let me tell you how I run this, man. Pool is my thing. Me and my partner shoot pool all the time. So I take her to shoot pool. You understand what I'm saying? Well, she meet me at the pool hall or whatever. And it's a great environment. It's almost like a pub environment, but instead of just hanging around, people are actively engaged in shooting pool or playing billiards, depending on where you're from. Billiards, pool, people are actively engaged in shooting pool. So it's less like a bar or a club and more like an event. You understand what I'm saying? All the tables are full. There are groups of people together. The places, you can hear people talking, but the music doesn't have to be really loud because there aren't a whole lot of people in there. And most of the people are talking amongst themselves, amongst their group. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a different aspect. But she's doing something with me that I normally do with my homies. And you know what I tell her? I say, shit, I've never did this. I never brought another chick to do this right here. Automatically, her mind wraps around that. See, you niggas be going out, taking them out, whining and dining and doing all that, and then tell them you never did that with another chick. It don't matter what it is. If you never did it with another chick, she automatically feels special. But this is how you drive the point home. This is how I drive the point home. I say, this is something that, my partners, man, we come here, the people that I know got my back, the people I know gonna hold me down, you know what I'm saying? The ones that are proving themselves loyal, like we get together and we do this and we hang out. You know what I'm saying? And I said I never do this with a woman, unless I felt like she had the potential to be in that group. Now, what did I just do? Donnell Harris, I appreciate a $15 super chat, man. Home said, my man said, a conquered woman is always comfortable. A comfortable woman is not always conquered. That one line is worth 77 more than this. 77 times more than this $15 super chat. Top notch boss gang. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate it. So now, what did I just do? I just put her in a position where she feels like she's in a special group of people without telling her I love her, without telling her I desire her, without telling her I want her, without telling her I see anything in the future, without compromising anything. And you know what else I did? I put on her mind a whole bunch of responsibilities of being in that position. I told her these are people that I trust. These are people that got my back. These are people that are proven they're gonna hold me down. These are people that have shown their loyalty. These are people that are proven that when times get tough, they still gonna hold me down. I just put a list of responsibilities on her plate. But I also made her a part of that special group who upholds those responsibilities. So now she's got a homework assignment. She's got to figure out how she can make me feel like she does all of those things. How she can make me believe that she ticks all of those boxes that that special group of people tick. And I haven't given up anything. You see what I'm saying? See, the problem with men is that they put sex as the goal in everything. And so when you think about sex, that means you thinking with your nuts and not with your brain. And when you think with your nuts, that's all you can do. You can't logically assess a situation like that. So I just got more bang for the buck telling her about my group of peers, about my partners, and trying to put her in that group, trying to make her gravitate to that group and being a part of that group than you could do if you proposed to a woman. Like, I just put everything I need her to be focusing on her mind. And all I did was tell her, man, that I'm shooting pool with you. Pretty much that's all I told. I said, shout, I'm shooting pool with you. This what this means. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, these boys be trying to make it complicated, man. Man, women are simple. All you have to do is understand the triggers. You got to be the trigger man. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand her triggers. And most of them share the same triggers. Now, I'll tell you another thing, man. I'll tell you another thing. Peep game on this. If you want to bring her down off her high horse, and I do this a lot, man, because you know when you're dealing with women that are very attractive, man, they tend to get full of themselves sometimes. Not just because they're attractive, they already knew they were attractive. But when you're fly and an attractive woman is out with you somewhere, she gets even greater attention than she will get by herself. She don't understand it. She really believes that, man, listen, a woman will believe that it's her that's making you look good. Believe me, man, I'm telling you. Like, a woman will believe that it's her that's making you look good. When in all actuality, it's you enhancing her overall appeal. Because here she is coming here looking good, but she with this fly nigga with this crazy energy. You understand what I'm saying? So, to bring her down off her high horse, man, I'll tell her something simple like, now, why would you need to bring her down off her high horse? Okay, if she's looking good, we out somewhere, we kicking this, she looking good, fine. The next day, if she go to talking to me about, you know, I was killing them hoes last night. When I mean, I was killing them dead. They couldn't touch me last night. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear no woman bragging about how she looks, because to me, that's the least significant thing she has. Her looks can go in an instant. She could be in a car wreck and be tore up forever. You know what I'm saying? She could be in a fire and be tore up forever. And if none of that happens, within 10 or 20 years, she's going to be tore up anyway. So I want to take her mind off of that. So you know what I do? I say, yeah, shawty, I mean, you know, you looking fly. But I did notice that when you walked in front of me, I saw a little cellulite on the back of your thighs. I mean, it wasn't too bad. You know, you really had to pay attention to see it. But, you know, I was paying attention to you, baby. You were looking good. But, I mean, you probably need to cut back on those cookies and shit. Bam. Right there. I didn't say anything offensive. I didn't call her fat. I didn't call her overweight. I didn't tell her she need to lose weight. I didn't tell her she eat too much. I didn't tell her she eat too much sweet. I just gave her an observation, while at the same time telling her she was looking good. Gave her observation. Now you know what she's thinking? Damn. If he noticed that, I wonder if he gonna still like me. You know what she gonna do? Her ass going on a diet that same day. She going to the grocery store, and she gonna go buy some salads and some lean chicken and shit. Whatever it is she eat, she gonna go on the diet that very day. Now, think about it. She might not even have no cellulite on the back of her leg. Probably don't have none. I just threw it out there. But you know what that does? That keeps her refocused on getting better instead of thinking that she's already there. If you got a woman who thinks she's already there, then she's complacent. And I don't want a woman to be complacent in any facet of life, because a complacent woman becomes a lazy woman very easily, man. And I'm telling you what's real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to understand, man. Like, this is shit that I've been doing, man, for I can't remember when I wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So when these boys come in and talk about, man, what they think they know about women and all that, man, bro, I've been doing this shit since I was shit, man. Probably before I was a teen. You know, I had mastered the English language and didn't have the experience and education that I have now. But for the chicks that was on my level at that time, for my age and you know, in my peer group, shit, boy, I was killing them. I think I was born with this, homie. Now, this is the thing. Now, this one, I don't use that one too often. You know what I'm saying? Because once you use it, and get her focused, refocused on being the best version of herself. See, we're not the only ones who have to be the best version of ourselves. Is a woman gonna be in my life, man? She got to be working on becoming the best version of herself too. How the hell I'm be the best version of myself if she's sitting over there lollygagging? What that look like? Don't look like I done conquered shit, does it? At all. You know what I'm saying? LDA. And it's the reality of it, man. Now, another thing is this, man. You have to, and we talk about this all the time. You have to chastise your woman, man. You have to chastise her and even punish if you have to. These are things you have to do. I mean, if you don't do it, then hey, man, I mean, that's your situation gonna be ass out. But me, I'm gonna do it. You have to punish her or chastise her. You have to. But you know what I do? Whenever I have to chastise a woman, because I don't pull no punches. I don't be on that, well, baby, you know, blah, blah, blah. I go in. You know what I'm saying? I don't cuss them out and call them all names and all that, none of that. But I go in. I'm firm. I'm straight to the point, and the look on my face lets her know that I ain't playing. And a lot of times, man, a woman's eyes will get wet, man, because I present it to her in a way like I'm angry, but I'm not angry because you did that. I'm angry because you disappointed me. I expected so much more from you. Women can't deal with disappointing the man that they respect. You know what I'm saying? A girl who respects her father, man, does not want to disappoint him. That's why the man who wants to get with her got to go meet her dad, because she don't want to disappoint him. You understand what I'm saying? And we'll get into that whole daddy thing in a minute. But this is how I feel, man. So I punish her and I chastise her, you know, severely. But then I give her a real kiss afterwards. Like when she's sitting there with her eyes water, man, like I grab and slobber her down, man. You know why? Now, can anyone tell me why I do that? Why do I chastise her and then slobber her down? Anybody? I'm just gonna look at a couple of maybe two or three responses. Why would I do that? Why would I chastise her to the point where she's about to cry, where she's about to be an emotional wreck, and then slobber her down? You know what I'm saying? And this is something, man. Listen, now this is, I think I was doing this when I was 7. I ain't gonna even lie. I don't remember time not doing this, man. NYC VAR 88, man. Appreciate the $5, man. I'm saying this is gang. Please keep this up for a day at least. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave this one up, bro. Clinks, what up? Clinks, emotional turmoil. You know what? That's pretty on point. That emotional turmoil, emotional control. Pretty much. But emotional control for a specific reason. For a specific reason. And the reason for that control is this. Once you chastise a woman, if you know anything about women's emotion, when they're angry or in that angry or disturbed, perturbed mindset, they can't fucking function. They can't function. That's why a lot of women, they get in that mindset and they what do they call it? Emotionally eat and gain all that weight and do all that, man. It's because they can't function normally when they're in that mind space. So after I chastise her like that, I slob her down to take her mind away from that energy that I put her in. And the slob down may actually turn to a beat down depending on what she did, man. You know what I'm saying? I may go ahead and break her back depending on what she did. If she did something where I don't want to give her a reward so soon, then I won't break her back. But if it's just something where, especially like if it's early on and she's learning, like she's really now if it's something where she should know better, then we got a problem. I'm not it ain't gonna turn into nothing. I'm still gonna give her the slob down. It's because you don't need her in any emotional space that impedes her ability to immediately make corrections in the area that you just chastised her in. You want correction to start immediately. Because let me tell you something about females. Anytime you need her to get in her mind space right then, the longer you let her go without getting in her mind space, other shit is going to occupy her mind. And then something else is going to take precedence over what you need her to be doing. I need her. See, when I slap her down, that's gonna take her out of their head. Cause I'm talking about I'm really gonna slob her down. I'm talking about I'm gonna slob her down where she gonna have to come up for she gonna have to come up for oxygen. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that type of breathtaking shit where, you know what I'm saying, like she just gonna melt like butter. But I need her to melt like butter. So when she melted back butter, I can cool her off and shape her back into that stick of butter, put her ass back in the refrigerator so she can go ahead and get about her business and start correcting that shit that I just chastised her about. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, man, this is simple shit that always works. It always works. It never fails. It never fails. But you got to remember, when you chastise her, man, you got to hurry up and put her in the right headspace. Like when you chastise your woman and the next day, nigga, she's still upset and still like she still feels some kind of way, you just drop the ball. Because there are things you need her to be doing every day. And if you got her in that mind space too long, she's not doing the things she need to do. She too busy worrying about her emotions and how the hell she feel. The only feeling your woman should be thinking about, man, is how she feel about you. I ain't got no time for her to be feeling nothing else. I ain't got no time for her to be feeling nothing else. If she feeling something else, then I ain't doing my job. I'm dropping the ball, man. So I got some alpha brothers up in here, man. The homie jump right into that emotional control, man, emotional turmoil, emotional manipulation. Hey, man, that's why this is the AlphaSphere. That's why this shit is the AlphaSphere. And I am your host with the most, Dr. BoA, man. If you're just joining me, man, I appreciate you being here, man. You are on time and we're on the grind, man. Tonight's topic is the language of love as used by Pimp. You understand? Ha ha. All right. Markeith Lewis say, "What is slobber down, man?" So that's one of them. That's one of them sloppy wet, man. Tongue kisses, man, where you use your tongue, lips, everything, man. One of them super, one of them. I love you kisses. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit, man. You give a woman one of those, man, she be like, he must love me, cause I ain't feel nothing but love in that. You see, you ain't, man. I don't never have to tell no woman I love her. She don't never search for that. The way I touch her makes her feel love. When I slap her down, she feel love. The way I grab her, the way I hug her. That's why whenever I meet a woman, man, a hug is always going down. And it's going to be a real live hug. We'll get into that in a minute, too. It's going to be a real live hug. I'm going to hug her like she my woman. Listen, man, if a woman chooses on you, she your woman. And I know that's a cocky ass mindset to have, but I'm telling you, as soon as a woman chooses on you, man, she's your woman. That's why I don't understand the cold approach. I'm not finna go try to make no woman my woman and she ain't even, man, she got to declare herself my woman first. And when she chooses, man, she does that. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that some other time. Now, another thing is this, man. And this is like when you meet a woman. This is when you meet a woman, of course, the woman chooses on you. You ain't just running up cold approaches. But when a woman chooses on you, man, and you make your approach, you take the conversation to where you want it to go immediately. And as men, when we first meet a woman, the only place we want it to go is sexual. We want to check her sexual energy. Why? Not because we hard up for sex, but because we want to know immediately if we're dealing with one of those bras who, well, I'm not looking for sex. You know, I'm looking for more than sex. You understand? I don't. If you're looking for somebody to have sex with, you can just move on. And I've never heard that, but dudes be saying they hear that on online dating all the time. You know what I'm saying? I've never heard it myself, but obviously that's something that women on online dating say. But so I figure, hell, I might as well safeguard myself out here too. So I put sexual energy in the air immediately. You understand? I put it in the air immediately. And I'm going to tell you, what I do is this. I'll give you a perfect example. I don't know if I might not tell y'all this, man, but I met a lawyer chick, right? And she was telling me about what she does, man. You know what I'm saying? She's a criminal defense attorney, man. Her dad is a judge, and you know what I'm saying? Her mom is an attorney and shit and all that, man. So it just runs in the family, man. You know, her granddad was on the state supreme court, man, in her state, man, and just a whole bunch of things, man. Blah blah blah. And so when she was talking, the whole time she talking, man, I got her hand, man. So I'm rubbing her hand, man, caressing her hand, man, caressing her arm. And I notice as I'm doing that, she's starting to just lean into me. She's starting to relax. So before you know it, man, we sitting on the bench. We were actually in a park, man. We sitting on the park bench, man. And she pretty much just laid all on me, man, like she my girl, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of mind frame I want her to be in. And she got comfortable because of the way I was touching her and the fact that I was letting her tell me about herself with no judgment. She told me some other things, man. Eventually, she got into some really personal things, man, and I never judged her about them once. You know what I'm saying? I actually, every now and then I chime in with a line of motivation or something for her. But to make a long story short, she finally got around to it, and I said, I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing you're a lawyer, because I mean, I haven't told you anything about myself, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm gonna need an attorney here pretty soon. She said, "What? What'd you do? Like, I could tell by the way you dress. You're a drug dealer or something, aren't you?" I said, "Nah. Why would you? Nah, Shawty, that ain't what it is. Well, why you need an attorney? Blah blah." She started getting kind of panicky. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I got. I said, "Nah, Shawty, I mean, I'm gonna need an attorney, because you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna kill that pussy." I just told her just like that, man. And she was like, and then she just fell out laughing, bro. I'm talking about fell out laughing. But she fell out laughing not because what I said wasn't offensive, but it was so far from where her mind was going. Here she was, so concerned, like, here's this amazing man that I'm really feeling. I'm all laid up under this cat, telling about my life, and he about to tell me he a criminal. And then when I laid that on her, man, she literally, bro, she was, I'm talking about ugly laughing, like ha 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 he he. I'm talking about falling out laughing. You understand what I'm saying? And when she finally come down, she said, so are you always so blunt? I said, well, look at here, baby girl, you're an attorney, so you should respect honesty. You know what I'm saying? What's the opposite of me being blunt? Me sitting here, being fugazi and shooting you to shit and telling you half truths and doing all that. Would you prefer that? She said, well, nah. I mean, I appreciate the honesty. And I said, well, shit, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to make a move. I got somewhere I got to be and shit. So, shit, come on over here, let me squeeze on your body and shit. So she got up, man. And of course, I leaned against a wall, man. We walked a little bit back to by where our cars were, man, and there was a wall. So, and I walked that way just so I can get to that wall, because she was shorter than me. And so, when a woman is shorter than you, man, and you want to hug her, man, you always want to hug a woman crotch to crotch. You know what I'm saying? If your crotch ain't touching her crotch, you ain't hugging, nigga. You might well go to Sunday school and hug the preacher wife. You understand? So, I squatted down a little bit, man, and she stepped into me, man, and she just kind of fell into me, man. And I'll be honest with you, man. Man, I caressed everything but her ankles and her feet. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I felt the heat coming off of her. That's why you go crotch to crotch. Like, you want to know how hot and bothered you getting a woman, man. And I mean, boy, I felt the heat coming from between that thing, man. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. I got this motherfucker right here. So, that was one example, man. But that was just an example of me taking the conversation where I wanted it to go. I let her spill her beans, and then I said one thing. I ain't finna tell you my life story. Shout out, I don't know you. You took the conversation where you wanted it to go. You wanted to tell me about yourself, sell yourself to me. There we go, talking about that selling herself thing. You see how she sold herself to me, told me all her credentials, told me about her history, told me everything she thought I needed to know, man. And all I told her was, hey, I'm gonna fuck you. And this is how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I told her. I ain't got time to be doing nothing else, man. C Bug is in the building, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. So, I just say, man, and listen, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. This shit is unorthodox for most men. It seems unorthodox, but for me it's normal. Do I get every woman? No. Sometimes women get offended by the shit I say. But I say it with such tact, and well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not tactful at all. I just say what the hell I want to say. So let me stop that right there. But even no matter who you are, you're not gonna get all the women. You could be a beta male, simp man, China. You ain't gonna get all the women. You can be a paymaster. You ain't gonna get all the women. You can be whatever, man. You could be alpha. You could be dumb. You can be select. You can be whatever. You're not gonna get all the women. And so I just feel like this: the women you do get them based on who the fuck you are, and not trying to be who a woman wants you to be or who you think she wants you to be. Get them on who you are. And I'm telling you, every man, it's better to get 2 women for who you are than to get 50 based on who you not. And that's the reality of it, man. I mean, listen, man, I can't act. I suck at that shit. If I could act, nigga, I'd be in Hollywood. I suck at acting, man. I can't act worth shit. My lines be, nigga, I can't act worth nothing. And that's the reality of it, man. So, another thing is this right here, man. Another example, man. I had a broad, man. We were chopping it up, man. And I can't remember what she did, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying, but our sexual energy was so strong, man. I wasn't even listening to her talk, man. You know what I'm saying? But when she was talking, man, I had fucking locked hands with her, man. She was standing in front of me, man. I had locked hands with both of her hands. We, goddamn, our fingers were intertwined, man. And I pulled her close to me like we were dancing and shit, man. So, she was going on and on, man. And before you know it, man, I couldn't help it, man. I started, man, I just leaned down, man, and started kissing all on her neck and shit, man. Because the energy was there. The energy was there, man. I could tell the energy was there, man. Like her nipple was so hard, man, I can feel them through her sweater. You know what I'm saying? Or through her shirt. I could feel them through her shirt, man. And I was like, man, this energy is here, man. And nigga, it wasn't cold either. So I said, man, you know what? I was already on the wall with her, man. So I squatted down, man. And this is what I'm doing while she talking to me, man. Like she just leaning into me now, man. So I'm massaging her back, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rubbing her back right down between her shoulder blades, man, through the small of her back. But when I get down to the small of her back, I don't go right over her ass. I go wide outside around her hips, and then I come up under and cup up under her ass. And she asked me something. She asked me, like, so I'm just gonna cop all the feels I want. I said, well, shit, baby girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know you feel this energy just like I feel it. So I mean, we already know what's coming down the pike. I just want to see, did you fit me like a glove? When we bond bodies like this, cause you know what I'm saying. I imagine that a lot of our time together is gonna be spent in this position right here. And she said, so I told her I was curious about that. I was curious about how she felt. She said, curiosity killed the cat. So where my hands were, they were already cupped up under her ass, right? And so I didn't know she was gonna say that. So, but I was already in a position. So what I did, man, I was already squatting down, which makes your arms longer. If you squat down to where you like crotch to crotch with a woman, man, it makes your arms longer. What I mean is you can reach farther around her, further down her legs, and all that good shit. So, and you can also, if you're gonna like give her a real squeeze, you can really put your guns around her, man, and make her feel firm and secure. But that's another story. So what I did when she said that, man, I said, well, she just called me curiosity because I'm going to kill that cat. And right when I said that, my hands between her legs from the back, man, I just rubbed straight across that thing, man. You talking about warm, wet, man, listen, bro. Like right then, man, I could have chopped her down right then. But that's that thing I told you, man, about leaving them hot and bothered. Like I didn't. I already knew that, you know how you just had that energy, man. I was feeling good, man. So when I'm feeling good like that, man, I've had some situations in my life, man, where I end up meeting bros and, man, chopping them down right there, man. Didn't really even know them. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't bring no condoms with me, man, because I ain't want to be strapped up. I ain't want to be out there like that. I had shit I had to do. But when I came across a little shouty, man, it would have popped off like that, man. And so she chose on me, though. Like, this shit don't happen if the woman don't choose on you, bro. I'm telling you, it does not happen if the woman don't choose on you. You can't do this. So I don't want to play the other way. And I'm going to tell you like this, man. And I know Clinks go hard about this shit too, man. But I'm going to tell you, if you want a cold approach, man, go ahead. If you want to play that hard game of cold approaching and trying to convince the woman that you the one and you the man and shit, go ahead. I don't want to play that game. I want my interaction with women to be simple. Real fucking simple. Clinks, man, I appreciate the $10 super chat, man. Clinks say no choosing signal, no approach. Man, real talk. No choosing signals, no desire to approach. And that's the reality of it, man. It just ain't no way. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to play the game that way, man. Like, that level of the game just ain't. I don't feel it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even see how a nigga can be. There's no way you can be as confident on the cold approach, man, as you are when a woman chooses on you. There's no way. It's impossible. Any nigga who says he does, man, that nigga lying. Anybody who says, if nigga say he does, nigga say he feel as confident on the cold approach as he does, man, when a woman choose, man, me and him need to be on the panel together. Matter of fact, we need to be one-on-one on the show, man, so we can chop it down about that. So, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That chick right there, man, she had some of the best nuts I have. Man, that pussy was so good, man. Listen, bro, you ever had that chick, man, where she stayed wetter than Niagara Fall, but the grip stayed tight like a fist the entire time? Man, let me tell you something. The energy was so strong with us, man, that after I bust, man, I stayed bricked up. You know what I'm saying? And every time I knock her down, man, after I bust, I stay bricked up. It's like, man, my body didn't get enough of her. You know, from it don't even matter how long I chopped her, man, before I caught out, man. It don't even matter. I just stayed bricked up, man, and kept knocking. And that thing stayed wet and gripping the entire time, bro. I ain't like, boy, if I was a sucker, I'd have married her. I'm telling you, if I was a sucker man, nigga, I'd be shit. Nigga, she'd be Miss BoA right now. Until she divorced me and took half of my shit. But she'd have stuck around until the end, man. You know what I'm saying? She'd have stuck around until she divorced me and took half of my shit, man. I would have kept her too, bro. I ain't lying. But, you know, fortunately for me, I'm not a sucker like that. Love C. Shouty, man. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Homie said, just to hear you say beta male, simp man, Johnny one time. Yeah, real talk, man. Real talk. You know, so, you know, I'm telling you, man, if I was a shit, that girl had that work, man. I ain't lying, boy. God damn. But anyway, I ain't lying, man. You know what? She in my top two. She in my top two. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she a close second. A close second. I mean, damn, this so close, man. I need to chop both of them again, man, just to see. She might win. I don't know, man. I'm talking about, but it was top notch, man. Man Cave Vlogging Channel, man. I appreciate the $2 super chat. Home said classic. Hey, man, I appreciate you being in the joint, man. So let's move on down here, man. So and now this is a good one right here, man. This is a big one right here, and this is I won't say this one take you being cocky, but you really have to know your woman to pull this one off, because this one could go the wrong way, which I guess really doesn't matter in the large scheme of things. If it goes the wrong way, fine, it goes the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna kill you. Chuck Spencer, what up, homie? But if I want a woman to feel like she's doing a great job at whatever task I have her doing, like, you have to give your woman morale. You know how you're at a job and they do shit to increase employee morale or to protect employee morale, or you know, to show employees that they value them. That's the same thing you have to do to your women, man. You have to give them morale enhancements, man. And the best way to do that is to let her know when she's doing a terrific job. You can't chastise her when she's not doing a terrific job and not turn around and give her credit when she's doing an amazing job. But the same way when I chastise her, I kiss her afterwards to reverse the energy. That's the same thing I do. I do a similar thing when I give her credit for a job well done. I always turn around, but I don't shoot her down and make the energy the opposite. What I do is reel it back in and let her know that she can do better. It don't really, she could be doing her best. Maybe she can't do better, but I always want to put on her mind that she can do better. You understand? So what I do is this, man. I'll tell her that she's doing a great job, but I always add, "What you're doing this amazing job, Shawty, just imagine how pleased I'll be when my little baby start believing and trusting in daddy enough to really go as hard as you can. I mean, I know you're going hard right now, baby, and I'm proud of you, but just imagine when you trust and believe in the process and everything that dad is telling you, and you go as hard as you can. The sky's the limit for you, shawty. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just the pilot, baby, that's going to take you there. But you got to trust my flight skills. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust that when I'm in the cockpit, it's going to be some top-notch shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, you're doing an amazing job, but just keep building that effort and keep building that trust stuff in me, baby girl, and we're gonna keep growing. You know what I'm saying? We'll never stop. So I put that shit on her mind, man, to let her know, you doing well, but you could do better. Whether she can or not, don't matter. I need to put on her mind that she can so she can keep striving, going as hard as she can. Maybe we can squeeze a little bit more effort and energy out of her. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, man. You have to stay on top of chicks like this, man, because they have a tendency to get complacent and become lazy. Like if your chick is fit and she's working on getting fit, then you got to make sure she stay on top of it. Because I'm going to be honest with you, you can be fit as shit. But if you don't stay on top of her, making sure she stay fit, she'll fuck around, man, and gain weight on you while you lean as a motherfucker, man. Because in her mind does not guide her. Logic would tell her, okay, I need to stay fit too. This nigga fit. If I get fat, he ain't gonna want me. Logic doesn't control her thoughts. She's not thinking that. She's thinking that, well, all the things I do, he should stay with me anyway. You know what I'm saying? If he loves me, he'll still have sex with me when I gain 55 pounds. That's how women think. But we already know that. We already know that their minds function like that. So there's no need to act surprised. I'm telling you, man, some ways that I do. And you don't have to do any of these things. You know what I'm saying? The question from the homie Question Everything was to give some examples. And the only examples I can give is examples from my own life. Hell, these may not even work for you. I don't know. Motherfuckers work for me, though. BBD, what up, homie? So, and you definitely don't want her to get complacent, man. So that's why you have to stay on top of these types of things, man. And that's the reality of it, man. Now, this is something that I do. I don't know who else does it. I know that, when you're having sex with a woman, man, a woman will call you daddy and all that right there, man. But like women call me dad in my real life. Like they hit me up like, hey dad, how you doing? They be like, dad, I'm cooking, you want a plate? They just call me daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I refer to myself in third person as daddy whenever I meet a woman. Like she don't even know. Like I refer to myself in third person as daddy. And I'm gonna tell you, man, some women don't like it, but the ones who don't like it aren't meant for me. You see what I'm saying? You can't go into a situation thinking that every woman is meant for you. Man, listen, just because a woman chooses on you don't mean she's meant for you. That means she wants you physically. A woman chooses because she want to get, she want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? When a woman chooses on you, it's because, man, she felt a tingle and she want to mingle. You understand what I'm saying? She felt that tingle that make her want to mingle. That's the only reason she chose. But once you start talking to her, you may quickly find out that she ain't the woman you want nothing to do with, because I refer to myself in third person as daddy when I'm talking to every chick. I've always done it. Nigga, let me tell you something. When I was 20 and I'm talking to a chick, man, 29, 30, I still call myself daddy, still call her baby girl, because I love my baby girl and I'm daddy to all of them. Her age don't make her nothing but old. It don't make her, nothing that I'm supposed to revere. It don't put her on no equal level with me or nothing like that. Nigga, if I cut your grandma, I'ma call her baby girl. And that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who she is. She gonna be baby girl and I'm gonna be daddy. And that's the bottom line. And some women can't deal with it, man. They be like, well, I don't like that daddy stuff. I be like, I already got a daddy. All right, well, shit. Maybe you should go home to that nigga then. You know what I'm saying? And then I just bounce. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't finna listen, bro. I am who I am. This is what I bring to the table. If a woman don't like it, man, she got to bounce. But why do I say that? I mean, what's the benefit that it has? See, I want her to understand my superiority complex. When I deal with women, man, I have a superiority complex. I ain't gonna even lie. So those women that be like, black woman is God, man, I don't never get along with them bras, man. Because I have a superiority complex. And if you think you God, chick, we got a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even think you know who God is. So if I think you don't know God and you think you are God, we ain't gonna get along, shawty. there's a huge discrepancy there, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I have a superiority complex when it comes to women, man. And that's how my interaction with them is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? If I had $10 to my name and she was a millionaire, I'm still gonna call myself dad and call her baby girl. I'm still gonna have that superiority complex, because ain't nothing she can have that's gonna make her be superior to me. There's nothing she can have that's gonna make her be equal to me. There's nothing she could bring to the table that's gonna make her be on my level. So that's why I treat all women the same. I can treat a 9 millionaire the same way I can treat the cute little chick that work at Walmart, man. I treat them all the same because I'm me. No matter who they are, I'm still me. And I ain't met one that's on my level. And damn sure ain't met one that's above my level. You understand what I'm saying? This is what pimping does for you. So when cats say, man, you always talking about pimping, then you want to turn around and talk about God. Nigga, God condones pimping. Matter of fact, the homie Ray Ray got a vid coming up tomorrow, man. So y'all go check out the Pook and Ray Ray channel tomorrow, man. Ray Ray has a video coming up, man, called God Condones Pimping. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be top notch, man. And I'm telling you, man, God condones pimping. A whole bunch of boys. Now, when I say we're not talking about the practice of pimping, we're talking about the mindset of pimping. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, there's some unscrupulous things that go into the practice of pimping, man. But the mindset? Oh, hell. Every man need to have this mindset. Every man need to have this mindset, man. And that's the reality of it. If you ain't got it, man, then you ain't winning with these bras. So, now let me tell you something about when I call myself dad and refer to them as baby girl. Like I said, man, I want them to understand my superiority complex and never feel like we're equal. Never feel like we're equal. And, they rarely test me on that because the titles are a constant reminder of it. So whenever she started feeling like, hold up, he ain't superior to me, then when she referred to me, she called me daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets to the point. Let me tell you what happened. It gets to the point where she starts to refer to me as daddy on her own and start referring to herself as my baby girl. You understand? And once she does that, I know I got her. Like she's bought into the you know how when a player goes to the New England Patriots, they keep you if you buy into the program, if you buy into the process, but if you don't, you gone. You see what I'm saying? And when a woman starts to do that, I know she's bought into the process. She's bought into the program. Once she buys into the program, I've got her. You see what I'm saying? So she's not gonna test me on it because the minute she start thinking, well, no, I'm not. He think he's superior to me, and then when she talk to me, she gotta call me daddy. She's gotten herself into the habit of calling me daddy. So how you gonna try to run up on somebody and tell him you equal, then call him daddy? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't say daddy and then say I'm equal to you, daddy. You can't do that. That let me run up on my pops saying, you know what, pops? Man, you're my son, dog. I'm your pops. No, you can't do that. And so it's a constant inferiority process, man. And that's chicks now, man. Let me tell you something. I got an email from a chick, man, that I ain't talked to, man, in probably like 5-6 years, man. And you know what's the top of the email, man? Daddy. That's just how that shit goes, man. And so it's the same learned behavior children learn from. If you do something long enough, man, in an environment, then children pick it up. That's how I treat women, man. Women have similar thought processes to children. You understand what I'm saying? They're just able to obtain more information and knowledge because they're adults. But the way they retain information, the way they grasp information, the way they understand information is similar to children. So if I'm just every time I'm talking to her, man, I'm calling myself dad. I'm saying, man, cause hey, slide through here and clean up for that, or hey, shoot by the cleaners for that, and go pick up the clothes for me, or anything. If it's always daddy, 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 and then before you know it, she's calling me daddy. Bam, learn behavior like a child, man. Alphaism Ray Ray, man. I appreciate the $10 super chat, homie. Homie says always a treat when the real ones meet and greet. Hey, man, always, bro, always. So, hey, that's real talk, man. Has to be superior to her at all times. You understand? Now, and let me tell you something crazy about this, man. And matter of fact, nigga, I just met a chick recently, man, that chose on me, man. And when I was talking to her, man, she was like, I already got a daddy. I was like, and I would say, well, shit. I mean, that was your dad when you was a little girl. Now you're a grown woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to deal with me, I'm your dad. And she act like she got a little offended by it, man. But I said, well, look, Shot, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is just how I get down. I understand if you don't, hey man, listen, you ain't got to deal with nothing you don't want to deal with. But if you got a problem with anything I'm saying right now, then I ain't got no time to waste because I could be going to get some money right now. And she like, well, I'm just saying that, I already got a dad and I don't know if I'm going to ever get used to that. I said, all right, shout well, let me help you out. I said, you enjoy your life and shit and take care of yourself. And I bounced. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that, bro. I just ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't play no games, man, because I'm not finna change for no brawl. I'm not finna change for no brawl. Ever. Ever, man. I'm not finna do it. No matter who she is, no matter what she brings to the table, man, I refuse to change for a woman. Ever. Ever. Shit. Any man who does is out his damn mind, man. Now, let me tell you some slick shit I do right now, man. And hopefully, man, my hoes ain't listening, man, because I'm about to give up some game. Now, I'm going to have to move this one over to Patreon, man. I'm going to have to take the last one off. I almost don't want to share this with bros. I ain't going to even lie to you, man. But to make her feel romanced and lovely and shit, man, and make her feel, man, desired and shit, I memorize everything, every poem I've ever wrote, ever written. I know all the motherfuckers, man. And then, song lyrics, I don't write them down anyway. But man, I'll mess around, man, and just you know how niggas go out and buy cards and flowers and all that, man. You put it in a card because you couldn't figure out the words and all that shit right there, man. Let somebody else say it for you. It never has the same effect of writing your own shit to a woman. But if you just walk up to her and say it, see, when she's done really, really well, I reward her with the feelings that she wants. I make her feel how she needs to feel when she does well by doing shit like just walking up to her and just start talking to her, man, saying some slick fly shit to her, man, that really ain't nothing but a poem that I wrote, man, whenever. Who knows when I wrote the fucking poem? All we know is I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? And I spill it to her and drop it on her head, man. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. Sometimes, man, that shit turned right into some of the best brain I ever got in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? So I do that. And then sometimes, man, I write R&B songs real, man. Shit, I recite a verse from one of my songs I've written that she hadn't heard, man. You know what I'm saying? I do things like this, man, because I'm going to be honest with you. And this is real talk. Sometimes I write songs about the energy a woman brings, and I haven't even met the woman yet. Like the song will just come to me. And then like 3 months later, I'll meet the woman who gives me that energy. So it's almost like I prophesied the energy before it happened, man. And so when that lyric comes to that woman, when I put it to her, she feels it because technically speaking, it's about the energy that she brought. It may not be about her per se, but it's about the energy that she brought. You know what I'm saying? And that's how things really go, man. And I mean, bro, let me tell you something. If you can master the art of using your words to say whatever it takes to make a woman feel how you want her to feel, and the bottom line to all this, the shit that I say here, some of it might work for you, some of it may not. Some of it may not be your thing. But the bottom line is you've got to know the woman that you're dealing with. That's why you got to zip your lip and let her tell you her life story. Let her tell you everything she's willing to tell. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't interrupt her and don't judge her, she'll tell you everything she can remember. And from that point, you know her triggers. This shit is just about knowing a woman's triggers, man. The same way you gotta know what arouses her. You gotta know what turns her off, what turns her on, what gets her in the mood, what takes her out of the mood. You gotta know all of these things. That's the same way you gotta know about her behavior, about her mind, man, about her spirit, about everything about her, man. What you gotta do, man, is learn your woman. That's all you gotta do, man. Donnell Harris, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Bro Homer said you gotta let these shorties know. Baby girl, don't think you're ever gonna vet me, sweat me, or forget me. Ha, real talk, homie. Real talk. We do that shit in the beginning, and then after you beat her down a couple times, we take our foot off the gas. Yep. Hey, that's exactly what we do, man. We take our foot off the gas, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what, Chuck? There really ain't nothing wrong with taking your foot off the gas. When you take your foot off the gas, she's run her course. The problem is we take our foot off the gas and then keep the broad in our lives. Once you take your foot off the gas, that mean, man, that you don't want her, that she's not a valuable race car to you anymore, man. Like she's not, you don't believe that she can finish the race. So you got to pull her off the racing team, man. The problem is we hold on to them even when we don't want them anymore. You know what I'm saying? We figure out a reason to hold on to them. Like, say she got good brain, but everything else is, it like her time has passed. We'll hold on to it just for the brain, man. But I'm going to tell you, just like with everything else, holding on to something that you should be letting go is going to keep you from getting the shit you should have. I say again, holding on to something that you should let go is going to keep you from getting what you should have. You understand what I'm saying? If you got a pocket full of money and I'm trying to give you more money, a handful of money, I'm trying to give you more money, guess what you got to do? If your hand's already full of money, but you ain't got nothing but $1 bills, and I'm finna give you the same amount of bills in $100 bills, guess what you got to do to get the $100 bills? You got to let the damn $1 bills go. You understand? And I mean, that's something that we do is, man, we hold on to these chicks, man, and then we get to the point where the energy goes bad because we're not doing the things to maintain the energy. Like we were just saying, we do it in the beginning, but once you stop maintaining the energy, man, the energy is gone, and it'll start having some negative effects, some detrimental effects in your life, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one up, man. It should be able to stay up, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go too hard on it. They probably gonna hit me with the what you call it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put a I ain't gonna put a crazy thumbnail up, man. They be tripping, like they be straight up tripping, man, with a crazy thumbnail, man. They won't let me put nothing up no more, man. They dropped down 3 live streams on me, man. I mean, they took down 3 on the joint I put up. Was it today? No, it was yesterday, man. The joint I put up yesterday, man. Man, they blocked out 3 straight thumbnails, man. And I was like, man, damn. I'm saying, how many of those women are willing to submit though? Shit, nigga, all on. Ain't no woman finna be in my life if she don't submit, man. Like it's a rap for her. You know what I'm saying? I listen. The thing is, man, I give them a little bit of time to figure it out. But if she can't figure it out, man, I've had women tell me all kind of things. I had a woman tell me, "Well, I can't submit to you because you ain't my man." I say, "Well, shit, we had an impasse because I ain't never gonna be your man if you don't submit." So we had an impasse. You know what I'm saying? I just let them move on with their lives, man. Because let me tell you something. Anytime I'm not in a woman's life, man, it's her loss. I ain't never lost nothing from not being in a woman's life. It's always her loss. You see what I'm saying? And that's the reality of it. It's always her loss. She gonna always take the loss. She gonna always absorb the loss. And me, my life gonna be gravy. And I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on pushing to the limit. I'm gonna keep going, man. So I say this, man. Once she gets the opportunity to submit, man, if she don't, man, you gotta drop her. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to, man, let me tell you something. The easiest thing a man can do is to cut a woman loose. When a woman is not serving a purpose, you got to cut her loose, man. That's what you got to do. And other than that, man, I mean, shit. You ain't got to take no shorts. You ain't got to take no, you ain't got to take no for an answer. You ain't got to do none of that, man. Let me tell you something. A chick can't tell me no, I'm a dropper. I'm not, listen, 2 things that I'm not going to even get past. If a woman tell me I can't submit to you, I'm a dropper. Because if a woman got in her mind that she ain't finna submit to no man, I ain't got time, man, to press upon her who I am and eventually have her submit anyway. I don't have time to be in the convincing business when it come to these bras. I just ain't got time for it, man. I really don't. So I just drop them. You know what I'm saying? I just drop them. You know what I'm saying? Drip said, nah, man, I don't do no pump and dump, man. Because this is the thing. If a woman is only worth a pump, she ain't worth mine. You know what I'm saying? See, it's not about what she's worth. It's about what I'm worth. How valuable am I to myself if I'm going to go to a woman who's only worth sex, who ain't worth nothing else, and let her be the one? that I give my energy to. Because regardless of what you thinking, you ain't just pumping and dumping, you giving your energy to a broad. You understand what I'm saying? And you got to make sure that even if you just having sex, nigga, I'ma have sex with a broad that the average nigga would marry. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. And I just feel like, man, that eliminates the ability to pump and dump regularly. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about this, man. No matter what, you still taking that energy in from that chick. And we say, well, I'm going to strap up. Nigga, the energy coming from her whole body. She got pores all over. What you think? Her body is a plastic bag, nigga. The only way you can get the energy is by having sex with her? No, man. The energy is there. So, you know, man, I mean, and that's the reality of it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I say this, man. When you understand this, your dealings with women, man, be a whole lot simpler, man. You just got to accept the fact that it's your way or no way. And accept the fact that sometimes no way is okay. If you say it's no way or your way and a woman don't want that, nigga, don't compromise and be like, well, okay, well, I make a concession here. Well, I guess I don't need that. No, man. The hell you doing? You know, that's that. You, man, listen, man, you can't let a broad turn you to a beta male mangina, man. You simply can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the way it's supposed to go, man. I can't handle that myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. I can't go for that, man. That ain't my thing, man. So, you know, I say this in closing, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be in here much longer. When it comes down to women, you got to understand that as a man, you hold out cards. Nigga, you the dealer and you playing the game. And you know what all the cards say. So whatever the woman feel like she bringing to the table is nothing to you. Mateo Ramon, what's good, homie? Appreciate the $7 super chat. Salute to your homie. Another banger from the homie Chuck Spencer. You know, when we think about all these things, man, you got these boys out here telling you that you got to chase these bras. You got to pedestalize these bras and treat them like they're a prize. The only thing she got to be considered a prize is what she got between her thighs. And how much value does it have when she's giving it to so many other guys? She's pushed out babies from men. Some of them even have twins. Some of them leave that man and go back and give that man that loving again. You see, I ain't putting no value on no bra. She gonna put the value on me. And if she can't see the value of the P, then she gonna have to get the hell on away from me. You understand what I'm saying? I do this, man. These boys talk the talk, but when it's time to walk the walk, they act like their legs broken, man. I ain't joking. These niggas must be smoking. I'm cold with this shit, man. Nobody does it better. You understand? I'm the realest to ever dive into a broad mental lobe, man. I turn good girls into hoes. Turn hoes into good girls, at least for the beta male manginas of the world. I've been manipulating minds, man, and tapping behind since I was 9. You understand what I'm saying? I do this, homie. I do this shit. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. I see little Charlotte China White just showed up. Yeah. Hey, that boy Chuck a beast for this right here, man. Like they used to say in the 2000s, Hey, Chuck Spencer, you're a fool for this one, man. Yeah. Uh. Yo, man, I appreciate everybody coming through the joint, man. It's been real in the field. We're gonna go ahead and slide on about this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back in this thing, man, tomorrow, man. Same time, same station, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, man, get you some Z's, man, so you can go tomorrow and get to that cheese, man, because I'm damn sure gonna get the mine. Gotta stay on the grind all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get on about this thing, man. Hey, yo, avoid the haters, avoid the fakers, avoid the betas. And it's always alphas up, betas down. Homies. Peace.